The name of this article is Energy Inventions. As you read, remember to underline main ideas and annotate 3 times per page. An example will be done for you during this activity. This picture here is a plastic toy. The little sun lamp has a light bulb on the front and a solar panel on the back. As we read through this, we're going to learn how this toy uses sunlight to turn a light on. Energy inventions. Many people around the world do not have easy access to the energy they need to power lights, phones, and other electrical devices. There may not be an electrical grid nearby, or they may not have electrical wires to bring power from the electrical grid to their homes, or they may have electrical wires, but the nearest power plant may only provide energy part of the time, leaving people in the dark when it doesn't work. These people may not have much money, so they can't just buy lots of batteries to power their lights. They face an energy problem. They need access to cheap, reliable electricity. All over the world, people from professional engineers and energy scientists to students, makers, and innovators are working to solve this problem. They have designed ways to provide portable light in places where electrical power isn't always available. In this article, you will read about a few of them. After reading this first paragraph, you'll notice I went back and I highlighted the face an energy problem. They need access to cheap, reliable electricity. So I highlighted that because that seemed to be a main idea to me. I then also provided an annotation over here asking the question, what is an example of cheap electricity? As you go through this article, you're going to continue to highlight and annotate as you read. You'll notice I've also highlighted this sentence that all of these people right above have designed ways to provide portable light in places where electrical power isn't always available. I might add another annotation here, asking the question, what are portable light sources? This is an example of how you would highlight and annotate. I will continue reading the article. However, you will need to highlight and annotate on your own. Next section, gathering energy from the sun. When Oliver Eliasson and Frederick Addison heard that more than 1 billion people on Earth don't have access to electricity, they wanted to help. In many places, lack of electricity means students can't study after dark and families can't cook after the sun goes down. It's also harder for doctors and nurses to treat patients without good lighting. Some people light their homes by burning a type of oil called kerosene. But kerosene is expensive and produces thick, black smoke that causes lung disease. And it can cause houses to catch fire. Eliasson and Atkinson decided to invent a solar lamp that would provide light without costing a lot of money, polluting the air, or causing fires. Their solution? The little sun lamp, a sun-shaped light with a light bulb on one side and a solar panel on another. After reading this paragraph, is there anything that you can highlight or annotate? This little sun lamp that they're talking about is this picture up above. Next paragraph. The little sun lamp uses energy to provide light to people who need it, but the little sun doesn't make its own energy. To run, the lamp needs to get energy from somewhere else. In this case, that source of energy is the sun. The solar panel on the back of the lamp converts light energy from the sun into potential energy that can be stored in a battery and used later to make the light bulb shine. Little sun lamps charge in the sun during the day and provide light at night, allowing people to study, cook, work, and take care of other things that even after the sun sets. They're inexpensive, don't pollute, and don't cause fires. Eliasson and Ottensen's plan turned out to be a good one. Since 2012, their company has sold 200,000 lamps to people who don't have electricity. This picture over here is an example of the little sun lamp allowing people with no electricity in their homes to work when it's dark outside. Next section, gathering energy from the human body. The sun is one source of energy in places where there's no electrical grid. Another source may be closer than you think, the human body. The human body contains energy. Most of that energy is used to keep us alive and active, but some of it can be captured and used for other things. Just ask Anne Makowsinski, a young inventor from British Columbia, Canada. At the age of 15, after hearing of a friend in the Philippines who was failing her classes because her home didn't have a light to study by, Makowsinski invented a flashlight that uses the heat of the human hand to power a light bulb. Her flashlight, called the hollow flashlight, has a handle made of special tiles and nothing but air inside. The tiles get energy from the human hand and convert it into electrical energy, which powers a light bulb. The hollow flashlight doesn't have a battery or even an on-off switch. It lights up as soon as the user picks it up. That makes it lightweight, reliable, and cheap to own. Users of the hollow flashlight never have to buy flashlight batteries or worry about their old batteries running out of power. Here is the picture that shows the hollow flashlight. Next section, comparing solutions. Using solar energy and capturing energy from humans are just some of the exciting ways people are using science to solve energy problems. There is no perfect solution, however. Solar energy relies on the sun and doesn't work as well in the dark or on cloudy days. For example, if you were using your little sun to read at night and it ran out of energy, you would need to wait for the sun to come up so that more energy could be captured and transferred to the battery in your light. Just imagine if the next day was very cloudy. Your energy system would not be able to capture very much energy from the sun, so your light would not stay on for long. The little sun lamp and the hollow flashlight have something in common. They get energy from somewhere else instead of making it themselves. In fact, that's true of every object in the universe. Engineers must think about energy sources as they design their inventions. They must find an energy source that will do a good job of transferring energy to the object. The little sun lamp gets energy from the sun, while the hollow flashlight gets energy from the human body. There are many other possible energy sources to consider. For example, some devices transfer kinetic energy, energy of motion, from wind, water, or even people to power devices. There isn't a single right way to provide energy when there's no electrical grid available, and each source has its strengths and drawbacks. Which energy source would you choose? This is another example of solar powers that are just much larger than the little sun lamp, and people use these to help power buildings as well. However, it says here that on cloudy days, they don't work as well. Remember, for your reading, you are to underline or highlight main ideas and annotate 3 times per page. The example was done at the beginning here of how you could highlight main ideas and how you could annotate different sections. When you are finished reading this, make sure you turn it in.